You know, I always found the one thing that was always amazing to me, and this happened to me even just the other day. I'll be driving one of my 59 supercars, and it's raining, and it's dark, and it's cold. And I see people at a bus stop, and I'm at the traffic light. I'm like, it's freezing, and it's raining, and it's nighttime, and you can't afford an Uber. If that won't motivate you, I don't know what will. Because the worst thing about the bus isn't the bus, it's the time you wait for the bus. Time is money. You're going to stand there for 45 minutes in the freezing cold and waste your time to save a couple dollars on an Uber, and you don't feel panic to get rich, and you're just fine with that, and you're going to come home, took the bus today, born to lose. Born to lose. If that won't motivate you, especially as my 5.2 liter V10 Lamborghini is humming right next to you standing there. And you're standing there with your coat on, your hood up. Lamborghini's right there. When the bus will come. It's been a while today. Bro, born to lose.
I'm about to tell you exactly why you are guaranteed to win if you are watching this video. You are guaranteed to win because you are trying to improve your life. You're trying to make something of yourself. Most people don't even try. And that is why anybody who tries is absolutely guaranteed to win, because most people aren't trying at all. Every single car around me is owned by a trier. We have a Bentley and a Lambo covered up here. We have another Lamborghini there. We have Rolls Royces over there. There's some guy out there, I don't know who it is, who has one of the most famous cars in the world, Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport, 812 competition. This is all owned by triers. People who had an idea and thought, I'm going to dedicate myself to this idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to dedicate myself. And I'm going to try my very best and see what happens. And the miracle of trying is that most people don't try at all. It's an empty playing field. You can walk into the diamond mine and scoop up the diamonds because most people are too lazy to walk in. If you are watching this, if you are prepared to dedicate yourself, if you're prepared to pay attention, if you're prepared to try, you are going to win because most people never do. And once you get to the top, you're going to understand it was doable. And the people crying and lamenting that their life sucks at the bottom, to a degree, deserve it because they didn't try when everyone who's up here did try. It's an elite club of triers. This is why people at the bottom were like, oh, the rich don't help the poor. The rich try and help the poor, but you can't help people who won't help themselves.
There is a huge percentage of the populace which they're beyond saving because they're the worst thing you can possibly be, which is a quitter. God himself can't make a quitter important. Because the only reason the place you're trying to get to has value is because it was difficult to reach. Value is linked to scarcity. So if you're the kind of person who quits, you're never going to get there. I make all of this clear to people, and I say that money is a competency test. You simply need to want it. If you want it, you're going to get it. But you're not going to get anything in this life you do not want. If you want to get rich, I absolutely guarantee you will get rich. You have the entire world at your fingertips, and you're still not motivated, and you still don't care enough, and you're still not prepared to try something new. What is wrong with you where you cannot type on a keyboard to achieve all of your dreams? What is wrong with you where you cannot go to the gym and lift enough weights to be self-confident enough to get any woman that you desire? Do you want to lose? There's not a lack of motivation. It's you who have a personality fault. There is something wrong with you that is preventing you from being the man that you could be. If I meet somebody who's like, oh, I was at a festival last week, I will instantly end the conversation. I just feel disgusted. People pay money to go there, and then they bro, just talk about slave mind. And they're going to sit there screaming for somebody who doesn't even know they exist. You could get a cancer diagnosis and you could need $1 to pay the medical bill and live. And you could write to the person who you just worship and say, please give me $1. My life depends on it. And they wouldn't even reply. And you're going to go there and take drugs and jump up and down and listen to the song you can listen to on YouTube for free. So look at these people screaming, jumping up and down, looking at an artist they've already heard the song from 50,000 times, idolizing this person like they're Jesus, and they can't even pay their own bills. Those are the people who have been completely psyoped by the slave mind. You are allowing yourself to be distracted with bread and circus garbage as your actual life and the things that matter crumble around you.
If you catch yourself gossiping about someone else's life, if you catch yourself caring about celebrities, if you catch yourself arguing with anybody, You need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I arguing with this person? Why am I sitting here discussing any of these things instead of just making money? And the reason, if you truly analyze, is because you're frustrated. You can't play the money game because you lose. And you've only ever lost, which is why you're poor. So you want to play a game you stand a better chance of winning, like bickering about bullshit on the internet or anywhere else. You're not actually depressed and you're not actually angry. You're not actually unhappy. You're just broke. And if you got rich, you'd see it's actually a big, beautiful world. And there's nothing to fight over.
The world is an incredible place. Look at everything that humans have built. Every single one of these buildings a man built. The plumbing, the sewage, we built all of this. And this is just one street in one city. And the entire world is covered in cities. It's truly amazing what humans can do. Whenever you're lacking motivation, just look around and see what amazing things other people have done. And you don't need to go out there and find anything fantastic. Most of the time, you just have to look out the window. Look out the window and see what incredible achievements other men have managed to pull off. You're trying to do something easier than what's been done for more credit, more recognition, and more money. You're struggling to dedicate yourself to start an online company so that everybody in the club can know you and all the beautiful women can know you and your family can be proud of you and you can drive a Lamborghini. You're struggling to do that, sit on your laptop and type, while these men built skyscrapers. They conquered space from the sky for no money and no recognition. They didn't complain about motivation. They didn't complain that it was difficult. They just went to work and got it done. There's no such thing as a lack of motivation. You either want it or you don't. And one of the best things about being privileged enough to have a device in your hand that allows you to see this video is that you can do something easier than this for more recognition and more money. And the only thing stopping you from dedicating yourself, from being a multi-millionaire, from being monumentally successful is the fact that you say you lack motivation. You are being betrayed by your own brain. I strongly recommend that you fix it.
As a professional, what action have you taken to ensure that your life is fixed? Not what action were you hoping the system would take for you. What action have you taken? You as an individual, what have you done? Was I right when I said to you 9 months ago that a leprechaun is not going to come to your fucking house and give you gold and that you better get to work now? Was I right? Nothing's changed. You're still in the same shit position you were then. None of your dreams have come true. Stop praying to be saved. No one is going to rescue you.
You got to make it happen or it's not gonna happen. You got to get up off your hind parts and bust a move or nothing is gonna happen in your life.
Absolutely everything as a man is your responsibility. It's your responsibility to become your best and brightest version of yourself. And you're not going to do that simply by talking it into existence. You need to go out there and do things which are genuinely difficult, genuinely stressful, so you can become the man you want to be.
You have to wake up and go, you know what? I'm responsible for my health, and I'm responsible for my finances, and I'm responsible for my family, and I'm responsible for the decisions I make, and I'm responsible for my work ethic, and I'm responsible for my motivation, and I'm going to win. That's all you have to do to be monumentally wealthy. And the reason it is so easy is because most people can't do that. And this is the beauty of life as a man. There's nothing better than blaming yourself for absolutely everything that's ever happened to you, waking up and realizing it was all your fault and you're the only one who can fix it. 99.9% of girl problems are your fault. It's not women are crazy because she doesn't respect you enough because you haven't done anything which is important or difficult enough to garner her respect. That is your problem, 100% your problem, and you must take responsibility and accountability for that exact thing. Life as a man is so brutally simple. You wake up and you blame yourself for everything, and you look in the mirror and you say, all of this shit is my fault. So how do I get it fixed?
You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down.
Can you get stronger in handling life situations? Of course. But you got to go to work on yourself. You can't blame out there wishing it was easier. Wish you were stronger.
And you need to get rid of them excuses, and you need to stop pointing fingers at people. And you need to start pointing fingers at yourself. What did you not do?
Nobody gives a shit about you. You have to give a shit about yourself. It is down to you and you alone, because nobody else is waking up each day thinking of how they can get you to have more money and you to have a nicer life. They're too busy worried about themselves. And it's hyper competitive out here. All the women want a few men at the top. The majority of men are invisible. And when I say invisible, I truly mean that. I want you to understand that when a beautiful woman walks into Starbucks and you serve her coffee, you're not a man to her. She doesn't care about your struggles. She doesn't care about your mental health. She doesn't care what happens to you. She has no interest in you. You're basically invisible to her. You could sit here and say, hey, my name's this and my hobbies are this and I want to do this. She has no interest because you're not high value. You work very hard. You build the roads. You're tired. You're struggling, but you're invisible. And I think that's one of the worst punishments a man can be bestowed with, is invisibility for his entire human existence. What you want to do is to matter. You want people to respect you. You don't want to be a number. You want to be a name. You want people to know who you are. And to do that, you must do excellent things, which means you must live an extraordinary life, which means you're going to have the extraordinarily good and the extraordinarily bad. And you need to be a man and not be afraid and stand up and say, I'm ready for the good if it comes with the bad, because then I'm not invisible anymore. The Matrix in and of itself is trying to make, especially men, the majority of them, invisible tax slaves. They want you to sit there, be invisible, not matter, not have an opinion. And we're out here to try and show you that there is another way. And yes, bad comes with the good. There's no light without dark, but God is the best of planners. And every single time he puts you through something difficult, if your mind is prepared, if you are ready to learn lessons and adapt, you're going to become a more formidable competitor, and that's extremely important. So this year is the year to get your act together. That has to be now. It has to be a hero's year. So when they finally lock up the cells with a lock that can't be broken, you're no longer in it. This year is going to be extremely important. You need to have a winner's new year. If you're a man and you're not trying to become rich and powerful, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your time. If you're a man and you're not motivated to do anything it takes to get into the winner's circle, the main characters, if you're not dedicated, you don't have the motivation, if you're not prepared to do whatever it takes to get to the top, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. So if you're a full-grown man and you're watching this and you do not have the capability to take your entire family and move to Tokyo tomorrow, if you don't have that kind of finance or capability, you take a long, hard look in the mirror and say, what the fuck does my love even mean? What kind of head of the family even am I? I can say I love my wife all day long. I can say I love my kids all day long. What does that even mean if I'm not going to finish work and take an extra hour out of my day to try something new? Your love means nothing if you don't try. The second best time, the first time being the past, the second best time is the present, and the worst time to possibly take action is the future. Because every day you delay is a day of life that you're going to experience without progression. So you got to keep this in mind. I'm tired of hearing guys message about how they feel. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel. Feel. Leave the feelings to the girls. That's what they do. We act. We're men of action. We get things done. So the world got built. All the men who built the fucking skyscrapers felt scared. They did it anyway. You need to become a man of action. Stop worrying about how you feel and start worrying about what you're supposed to be doing. You ain't found the time to go to the gym. Why? You haven't worked on anything. You haven't dedicated yourself to anything. Why? Oh, I just don't feel like it. Well, you're a piece of shit. This once again ties into your network, the people around you. If everyone else around you, when you say you feel a certain way, if they don't check you, then why are you hanging around with them? If you're going to sit there and go, I feel sad, and your friend's going to go, oh, bro, you feel sad, man? It's hard to be sad, bro. You sad?